morning, Mehryn. It's Friday.
How are you? Happy Friday.
It's Friday, and I've had a week of building up what is going to be a great 10 minutes, Mehryn.
We've got a lot to pick from. I mean, it was an eventful week. I feel like this is like my holiday time frame. We've got Ignite. We had our boot camp. We're bringing all of our friends together. I mean, what could be any better, right?
Correct. We had a little bit of a boot camp this week. I want to thank everybody because everybody showed up. We had a little bit of fun this week, Mehryn. We had a little bit of fun on LinkedIn, and I don't know if you saw this, but there was a tremendous amount of response on LinkedIn, and I want to say thank you to everybody who posted, who helped, who took the trivia and survived the boot camp. Did you see the little Easter egg of the boots in the sign, Mehryn?
I did. I was scouring that thing because it's funny with AI, you can drop in quite a few Easter eggs. So you're pretty creative with that. Good job.
There are a ton. We had so many people post. I know that a lot of people posted. We tried to grab as much as we can, but it was overwhelming. Thank you, everybody, for the boot camp. Thank you, everybody, for coming and joining us. We had a great time presenting it. But Mehryn, more importantly, I want to say thank you to everybody behind the scenes. I mean, we got to be on camera and do the thing, but people don't realize how much actually work goes in behind the scenes for all of this. So it was really exciting. Great to see a whole bunch of people, like we said, just showing up and going through this. I'm still scrolling through, Mehryn. I'm trying to get to the end of where we have all these things.
I love the boot camp and beef group that we had too. So
boot camp with beef. A lot of partners actually wrote to us and told us that they had watch parties for the boot camp. We're going to have another boot camp in the springtime, but even more importantly than that, before that, we're going to actually do the sales quiz for FY24. So look out for that and come forward. Let's get to the Teams Room news. 100%. Mehryn, spatial audio. Our friends at QSC are the first ones to actually have a certified spatial audio, and they wrote a blog about it.
Yeah, and I think I've been talking about spatial audio like it's one of those understated, amazing benefits. You don't realize it until you're in it and you feel it. It's awesome. I've experienced it at ISE and at Infocom, like real life, sitting in the room. It makes such a difference. So check out that blog. Definitely check out QSys. This is really amazing technology, and they're the first to be able to bring it to market. That's awesome.
Awesome to see them. Thank you for the support. Thank you for writing the blog post. Also, Mehryn, there was another thing on LinkedIn. I don't know if you saw, but Jack started something. Jack, who's an employee of Microsoft and is in the CoPilot section. Yeah. He showed us some of the AI that we've been seeing for months behind the scenes. This was spectacular.
This went viral. I mean, our boot camp went viral, but this by far is super, super fun too. If you have not created your own little image, it's free. We love free, right? You can go into Microsoft Designer. I was actually teaching my dad how to do it yesterday on his computer, and it's just great. I think everybody loves the playfulness of creating your own image of yourself, cartoonifying, if you will. It teaches you how to prompt too. Honestly, you get in there and you try a few times and you learn as you go. So I think it's a great entryway into the world of AI, personally.
People may not understand AI, may not understand how important the prompting is and how important it is to actually have words to describe what you want your outcome to be. But Jack actually put it in. We can share prompting now through the links. It's been incredible. The response has been incredible. I know that Jack did a great job actually putting this out there publicly. And what I want to say is if I ever see a boring slide again, Mehryn,
I know, right?
I'm going to ask why we didn't incorporate AI into the slide deck. So it's fun to see. Also, one of our MVPs, Vesa, actually put out a blog post about high quality screen sharing. Sometimes you get that screen sharing and it doesn't meet the high quality. Now, this is automatic inside of Teams, but he actually did some testing and he found some ways that you can actually force it into the high quality so that your far end can actually have that high quality. So great to see. Nice to see people sort of building that up. Mehryn, you and I also get asked all the time, I have a conference room system. Can I have a phone?
Of course you can. Yes. And easy to set up. So if you're doing rooms, obviously this is something you should consider if you haven't already. We walk through in this blog a really simple step-by-step how to deploy phone devices. And you can see there we give you viewpoints of the user sign-in, the common area sign-in, what a meeting sign-in looks like. Really great resources to get you started if you haven't already.
Yeah, great blog post to show how to get all that through. Also, Mehryn, how CoPilot turns everyone into a manager. We talked about prompting and we talked about the importance of prompting. This is really where this sort of lives. You're going to be a manager. You're going to be a manager over your assistant, which is CoPilot. And you have to understand how all of this prompting works and what it lasts for. And the better thing is some of the senior leaders here at Microsoft actually shared, this is how I use it. And this is what we've been doing for a year leading up to the public release of this, the CoPilot.
Yeah, so this came out of our work lab, and obviously a huge topic coming out of Ignite several weeks ago. But I think on the next slide, we talked through Jared's Patoro and how he uses CoPilot. Actually, no, that was the next one. Sorry, work lab. Before we get to Jared's Patoro, Eric Horvitz works for Microsoft. This was my favorite, I gotta say, podcast that I've listened to. He is basically in charge of responsible AI at Microsoft. He's been in talks with the White House. He goes through just his vision of the future of AI and how we do it responsibly. And to me, it was just really inspiring. So that's all I can say. It's a must listen. It's about 20 minutes, but really make sure you check it out. I love those work lab podcasts. It's something I live and breathe by. It's always inspiring, no matter who it is.
I love Graham's hashtag of ditch the conference phone. Put it on the NTR. 100%. I am with you, Graham. Thank you. Thank you for the hashtag.
There you go.
Also, Mehryn, brand new experiences on Teams for updates. We were talking about this before we came on, sort of going over exactly what the blog post was. And this updates is basically your team is putting in updates for projects, for different things, data export and commenting on different aspects of the thing. But it's a new app inside of Teams.
Yep. And I think this is one, it just depends on what kind of team you are and how you work. Tressler was like, we should just have AI do the updates for us. I think a lot of people that I work with work for companies that, they get on the Monday morning call and they do the shout out of this is what I'm working on this week. This is my deals. These are my challenges. This is a way that you can do that all virtually with your team, or even think about the end of the week. This is everything I accomplished this week. These are my numbers, etc. It's a good aggregation tool. So depending on how you work, some people don't work this way, but it's another tool in your tool belt that I think is pretty productive.
And here's your Jared Patoro, how CoPilot will change the way that we email in this episode. Now it's only what, a minute 30, a minute, 2 minutes. He's hitting the nail on the head of how we get rid of this digital debt. This digital debt that, hey, we came back from the Thanksgiving holiday, Mehryn. I don't know about you. I had 1,000 emails. But it took me less time because I actually used that assistance of CoPilot to actually weed through that 1,000 emails and bring it down into a manageable task.
Love it. Time is money.
Time is money. And speaking of time is money, who doesn't like free, Mehryn? And we've got a free Microsoft CoPilot Studio trial. Now, if you're asking, what can CoPilot do? Where can I do CoPilot? Okay, this is a 30-day trial that you could sign up for to do Microsoft CoPilot Studio. It's amazing. This isn't like behind the paywall, anything else. Go ahead and sign up. You can actually choose what you want your CoPilot or large language model to actually focus on, and then you can start to ask it questions and build a bot for yourself. Again, this is in the idea of no code sort of generation and things that you can do, but the 30-day trial is there and you're able to sign up for it. So really, really excited for this.
Yep.
First off, our friend Ilia, my documented best friend Ilia, by the way, in case nobody knows that, but he is my documented best friend. Ilia will be on a fireside chat. Please don't miss this. This is something that's done by Tom and the team. Great opportunity. As you know, Ilia is in charge of all of MTR coming in. He's the vice president of devices. Great person and great source of framework for where we're going with MTR and what things are coming.
Yeah, I would say visionary is the word that comes to mind. So if you want to get a feel for the future of where we're going, and he's always very, very candid. So when you see a fireside chat, oftentimes you can expect that he's going to be very candid. He's going to share his thoughts, good, bad, ugly. He's always very transparent with his opinions, which I think is what people love about him. So this is always very, very highly attended. It is on my calendar. If it's not on yours, make sure you click on the link. And thank you to AVISPL for sponsoring that.
Absolutely. And speaking of AVISPL, they've got 2 events that are upcoming on the 5th and the 13th. If you're in Denver or you're in Dallas, make sure you attend one of these events. You can go ahead and sign up at the links, but they're actually featuring signature Microsoft Teams rooms. Go watch the presentations and actually experience some of what we've been talking about, Mehryn, in these signature Microsoft Teams rooms. And even more importantly, Mehryn, I am doing a day trip to California. They are dragging me, kicking and screaming out of the bedroom here, out of the house that I'm in. But 100% I'm going out. We're actually going to talk about Logitech site. It'll be an exciting and informative webinar that we're doing next week, December 5th. please sign up. I'd love to see so many familiar faces there asking us questions and going through it. But again, I'm flying to California, so this is not just a virtual thing. You're going to get to see a lot of demonstrations of tech and things that are happening. So really excited to join my friends out there in California on their time zone and show some cool tech, Mehryn.
Yeah, safe travels. It's a long trip. I'll be going to the West Coast, but not for that. And big props. If you were on LinkedIn this morning, like I was, you might have caught that our very special Michelle Bowman, who's in our production crew, is celebrating 10 years at Microsoft. Congratulations to you, Michelle. I put up your fancy picture of Satya with you in a room together, which is awesome. And he signed that letter to you. So congrats. It's an amazing time working with you.
Absolutely. Congratulations on 10 years. Here's to 10 years more. We'll all be here, Mehryn. I'm not leaving. I'm excited. We've got a lot of future with MTR, but for that, we're going to sign off for the weekend. 100% thank you, everybody in the background who produces the show for us. Thank you, Mehryn. Thank you, everybody, for coming every single week. And again, thank you for the boot camp. That response was incredible, everybody. Make sure you come in and join us next week. With that, have a great weekend, everybody. Michael, go ahead and take us out of here.